Good morning, boys and girls. I'm going to start our day off with a story. And I love Curious George, so I thought that would be a great way to start our day. This is called Curious George Visits the Zoo. There he is. Here's his friend, the man with the yellow hat. And this story is written by Margaret and H.A. Rees. See what kind of trouble George is going to get into today. George, said the man with the yellow hat, how would you like to see a real elephant? Let's go to the zoo. Is that a real elephant? Or is he's looking at a picture book? Yep. Great observation. There was a lot to see at the zoo. Whoa, what do we have here? Who said giraffes? There were the giraffes with their necks so long that they seemed to reach the sky. What do you see now? There were the kangaroos carrying their babies in their special pocket. Hey, what do we have here? This is my favorite. I love the elephants. And finally, there were the elephants with their floppy ears and their long trunks munching on hay. It was lunchtime. What are those people doing? Are they having a little picnic on the bench? People were eating on the park benches. Oh, they're definitely having a picnic and picnicking on the grass. Oh boy, who predicts some trouble? I predict George is going to get in some trouble. I'm going to find out what they feed the lions, said the man with the yellow hat. Wait here and don't get into trouble. Do you think that man should leave George alone right now? I say no. While George was waiting, he saw a zookeeper with a pail of bananas. Who's going to eat the pail of bananas? I think the monkeys. The keeper put the pail down so he could get a drink of water at the water fountain. George was hungry and he grabbed the pail and he ran away with it because George loves bananas. Why does George love bananas? Because he's a monkey. Hey, shouted the keeper, stop that monkey! But George kept on running. A crowd of people were standing near the monkey house, just the place for George to hide. Do you think if George hides with all the other monkeys, they'll be able to notice him? Well, I just observed something. Look at that monkey. Does he look like George? Standing by the cage was a little boy holding a red balloon with a long string. Suddenly, one of the monkeys reached out and he snatched the string from the boy's hand. Oh, that's a naughty monkey. Oh, my goodness. And he ran to the top of the cage. Then he tried to squeeze the balloon through the bars. What is going to happen if they pull that balloon through the bars? The other monkeys started to shriek and scream. Monkeys are very, very noisy. Look at the little boy. He's having a fit. Oh, jeez. Please, could somebody get his balloon back? Asked his mother. None of the people could reach that high. The cage is very tall. But this little boy also needs to stop having a fit, I think. But George knew what to do. With the pail in his hand, he climbed to the top of the cage. So there he is. He's going up. He took a few bananas and he fed them to the monkeys. What a brilliant idea. So if the monkeys are eating bananas, what do you think is going to happen? While the monkeys were eating, George snatched the balloon and he swung down from the cage. Okay. And he handed the balloon back to the little boy. What should that little boy tell George? What do you think? Everybody clapped and cheered. Who are they clapping for? They clapping for George. George did a good thing, didn't he? Just then, the man with the yellow hat came running. George, the man cried, I've been looking all over for you. Because the man in the yellow hat is George's grown up, so he really shouldn't be running off without him, should he? Look at the man. He's about to tell George. You listen here, George. Please don't be angry with him, said the mother. He saved my son's balloon. George should not have taken my pail, said the zookeeper. But he did feed the monkeys. And now it's time to feed ourselves, George, said the man with the yellow hat. And that's just what they did. And what do they do? Are they still at the zoo in this picture? Oh, they went back home. And it looks like George is having a nice big bowl of bananas. And it looks like, I think he's having iced tea maybe. Okay, so let's talk about the characters in the story. So who can start naming the characters? First of all, George was in the story. The man with the yellow hat. And George took something from somebody. Oh, the zookeeper, he took his pail. Okay. And then there was all the other families at the zoo, the people that were looking at the animals, the people that were picnicking. And there was one boy I'm thinking of, the boy that lost his balloon that was having a fit. And then there were a lot of some animals in the story. We saw, let's see, we saw a giraffe, we saw an elephant. What else did we say? When I can't remember, what do I do? Well, we'll just check, right? We saw some seals. Oh, and we saw kangaroos. That's right. And then we saw the monkey cage that had the blue monkeys in it. I think that's just about everything that we saw. Now, let's do the setting. Everybody say setting. Setting is very simple. It just means where the story took place. So this story happened in two different places. When they started out, where were they when they started out? They're looking at this book. I see the curtain. Who guessed that they're home? I agree that they're home. And then also at the end of the story, the setting is they're back home again, right? But all through the rest of the story, where are they? Who said the zoo? Perfect. So you got the characters, you got the setting. Excellent job. All right, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get all my teacher things, and I'm going to put together all my ideas and videos and things we're going to practice for the rest of the day. So just keep looking. We'll have more videos soon. There'll be lots of stuff for you to practice. Have a great day, guys.